Exactly. And then you're gonna eat a banana and slip on the banana peel. Piece.
Piss. What the frig was that? How are you beautiful people doing? Welcome back to the next episode of Sword and Shield. Welcome. If you missed the last episode, it was on Vinny's channel. We got more involved. Chairman Rose, we took down Bede here in the final fight. So now we are going back into the tournament to continue on. Vinny, how you doing, my guy?
Yo, I'm doing good. I just got a new spark of life, some energy, if you will.
I thought you were going to keep going with that. Okay, I got some new spark.
I just can't get the piece out of my head. It's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, I do love that.
If you don't know what we're referencing, when Ryan ends episodes, he always goes, peace.
One of my favorite parts, I think it's in today's episode of 2v2 that drops on Ryan's channel, is when you were imitating him. Like, when you talk about that. That is one of my favorite things that ever happened.
King Corby's here, dude. That's so amazing.
He does. Ryan always goes like this every time.
I just want to make something abundantly clear about 2v2, because I feel like 99% of the audience understands that we all just love to bust each other's balls, but like there's that 1% that's like, you know, you guys are taking it a little bit too far. We legit have like brotherly meetings after every recording. Like, yo, everyone was good with that, right? Nothing was said that offended anybody.
We always say too, if it ever gets to a point where you're actually like upset, just tell us and we'll cut, and then we'll cut back.
We are more concerned about like each other's feelings than you guys even are aware of. But for the most part, man, it's all fair game. We're roasting everybody. Oh, by the way, can we put some fan art on the screen that my friend Priscilla made?
Got it.
Yo, it's me, our thick mom in this game, and Nessa, dude. And I'm wearing the same shirt, actually. This is perfect.
I gotta say, the main thing is they nailed your hair. Literally.
Oh my God,
the
Priscilla
hair
killed it. Priscilla, thank you so much. You are amazing. And yeah, she actually found our channel through this series, and then we started talking. We became friends.
Really?
And she made the fan art for me, and it looks beautiful. So
that's so
you guys can check it out.
This is your baddie, so you got this read.
Okay, I can tell you've grown far stronger since you faced me in Hullberry Stadium. I've got to hand it to you, Undefeated Champion. He's got a proper eye for talent, too. But you're not the only champion, and you'll never become the champion either. Do you know why? It's because I am Nessa, and I am going to defeat you both, and Leon, I'm not going to underestimate you again. Dark side, I'll use Dynamax to wash you out in the sea and beyond the horizon.
Dark side. When are you watching more Star Wars? I'm really excited for... I watched Goodfellas, now it's time.
Yes,
Emperor Strikes Back.
I'm going to hit up my friend Awilda because we love to watch the Star Wars movies together. My God, you see that leg motion? Did you see that?
Bro, she flexible, man.
Her leg went like straight up like this. That was pretty cool, I'm not going to lie.
There was a video on TikTok that Alexa and I were watching, and it was a girl doing like the thing where
I already know what you're going to say. Yeah, it was like the times on the clock, right?
Yeah, and she went all the way to 9. I literally was like, what the frick did I just watch?
That was crazy. She grabbed her leg and like thrusted it to the left, hit the 9. I was like,
Lex, why did we? What did
you know
we
what
just
I was
see?
like? I was like, I can do that, and I propped my phone up on a tripod, and I did it, and I broke my leg. It's pretty sick.
And that's why he's always sitting down in his videos.
Exactly, bro. Yo, I talked about it though. I don't know if you were there or not in my stream lurking or whatever, but I think in 2020, like literally January 1st, 2020, like my first activity that I'm gonna do, first productive thing, I think I'm gonna remove this desk. I'm gonna get one of the standing desks. Because I'm looking at my room and I'm realizing it's actually not that tiny. The problem is this desk is gigantic.
That desk is so bulky, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I don't use this side of the desk at all. The back of it's all decoration. So if I just get a standing desk and I put it like right here, like if this is the space, and then I keep the back wall. Honestly, what I could do is remove this side and this and keep the back part.
Yeah,
with all the
does
stuff
that like
on
disconnect though?
I don't know if it'll stay up while these come off it. Probably not. I'm sure my dad can figure something out.
I mean, if anything, you could just get some like bookshelves that I have.
Yeah,
like just some
exactly.
regular bookshelves.
And literally,
like
I'll redesign the whole area because I got to tell you, I realize this from being and visiting you most recently in Georgia. It's really nice streaming standing sometimes.
Yeah.
Like even just for like a 30-minute period just to get the blood flowing and your legs stand up. Because, dude, like I streamed for 4 hours on our Showdown stream like 2 nights ago. Dude, just sitting here like a blob for 4 hours, like you want to move, you know?
Yeah.
And at least
especially
with that
when
new desk, it'll give me more room.
win streak, you know, you just want to start running.
Yeah,
like, you know, like, it's just good to be able to, like, be a little bit more animated and stuff and be more, like, open and able to do
all
things.
I know is when I finally get my own house, man, I'm telling you right now, my studio is going to be the craziest thing you've ever seen. Like, I'm going to put everything I got into making it like the craziest situation ever.
When I finish the basement,
I want LED
that's my
lights
goal.
everywhere, and I want a green screen set up. That's just
see what I was talking with the kids and stuff, and I was talking about like in the basement when we finish the basement. I'm either like gonna keep my office here or move it down there. But if I keep my office here, I was gonna make that one like more like a collab room, like if we ever did multiple streams and stuff, and say you come over, we all be able to work down there and be loud and just crazy and stuff. I just like, or like when Luke comes and stuff. I was trying to think, because like we don't really need this room right now, this one right here. So I really don't want to move everything again whenever I do get the basement down there. I think it'd be really cool to have like a media room for everybody.
That would be hype. I ideally want a room big enough that I can have a recording situation and then also a live stream situation. In other words, like, I want to have...
talked about that the first time you visited Georgia when we looked at houses.
I want to have something similar to Frank's where, like, he has, like, his couch set up. I would love to live stream from the couch every day. Are you kidding me? Like, that's...
Yeah.
That's amazing. And with a standing desk, like, if I got 2 standing desks, I could sit on the couch for as long as I want. And then when I'm ready to actually get up, I just stand up like Frank does. It's very simple. And then I'll have, like, my recording situation, which will be similar to this, where it's just, you know... And they could be in the same room. Like, in one corner, have the recording station. And again, that's not necessary. It's just more of a convenience than anything else.
Yeah, it's
just
definitely convenient. You got a thing too. Well, you don't render videos anymore. Never mind. I was gonna say you could like render your videos and send them to me and go live directly after, and it'd be rendering. For those that don't know, like when we render videos it's using so much of your computer, you just can't do anything. It takes all your PC. And now I use
OBS, so I have all the raw files, and I literally, once we're done recording this, it's 5:30 right now.
That has happened, dude. It has been so much easier. Like even 2v2, I had all your footage, everybody's immediately.
And it's nice too because I can still use ScreenFlow to record my audio, which I've been doing, and then I can still keep doing the timestamp feature. So I still have my timestamp feature. There's no rendering anything. I can open up 2 instances of OBS now with the help of Frank. He got me this code to put into my terminal. It was pretty crazy, actually. I felt like a hacker. It was pretty sweet. But yeah, no, I'm really, it's so convenient, man. Like, I can send it right to the editors whenever I need to. It's beautiful. By the way, I don't know if you found, actually, definitely nobody knows this yet. The art is done for my next series, and I'm very excited.
With the collab?
Yeah, people already know, but I'm kind of going to be vague anyway.
Wait, people know?
It's done, though. What'd you say?
People already know? I've been trying to like keep it hush hush.
I've been telling people, but yeah, me and Game Boy Luke's art is done, I'll just tell you. And I'm beyond excited. I don't know when we're starting it. Probably, dude, I would say, if you wanted a timetable.
Please beat him.
Dude, you don't understand how bad I want to beat him. You don't get it. I'm ready.
I've choked every series I have done with him. I've been in the lead every time. And I'm
here's the key. Here's the key with Versus, because I've done so many of them. Like, now that I have a fresh take on them, especially that I've had like a year off basically from Versus, the key is you need to get a little bit lucky, and you need 1 powerhouse mon, and then you just got to steamroll. So if I can get a good starter, my guy, oh my goodness. Yeah. And I'm not gonna tell you guys what game we're doing, but it's gonna be lit. I need to do some homework. I'll say that much. I need to do a little bit of homework.
Oh, so it's a newer gen.
It's not newer, but you know, it's a. I know how to get through the gen, but it's definitely it's not Gen 1. I'll tell you that much.
I think I know what it is.
Which is my bread and butter, because we're literally doing Gen 1 and 2v2 right now.
Yeah, because I remember y'all were originally going to do that, because I was just giving y'all the old art, but then Luke was like, we just had 4v4, y'all were doing y'all doing Kanto as well, so I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense why y'all wouldn't want to do that. The art is
so sick, though. I'm pretty sure Skiz made it. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I think it's Skiz.
Dude,
it's
Skiz
beautiful,
is
dude.
so talented, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. Me and Luke's first project together, which is exciting, and yeah, man, 2020 is like literally right around the corner, and I really want to take stuff in a different direction in 2020. Like, I'm loving where things have been going, but I'm ready for like new things. I really want to get to the point, and this is no disrespect to collabs at all, but one of my goals in 2020 is to get to a point where like I can upload something all by myself that will average 30 to 40K. Like
that's a big goal, man. Because it's so much harder than like when you do collab. The biggest I've ever gotten, I think me and you are pretty similar, is when we drop one, it gets like 10 to 15.
Yeah, which again is amazing. I'm not saying
incredible.
It's not, but dude, if you could get collab numbers with solo content, and you can literally pick a day by yourself and just hammer out 10 videos and be done for the week.
That's why I've been wanting to do. It's not solo things, but it's different and it's easier. It's easier to do, but it's still the core 4 and all that stuff. That other thing I've been talking to you, Frank and Ryan, about that we're doing this week.
I think
that's going to be a different little thing for everybody. I think everyone's going to love it. And
I think it's going to be great for growth too, because we're all uploading one thing a week, and people are getting 4 of them a week. I mean,
yeah, so people are getting 4 of that, 4 of 2v2. So you're having your new series with Luke, which is your first time ever doing something. Who gets part 1?
I do. We did not rock, paper, scissors. We flipped a coin and I won. I remember I was running on the elliptical at Georgia.
I think that's going to hit recommended. I would be shocked if it didn't. I mean, it's your first time doing a series together. Everyone's obviously going to be excited and cheering on the underdog. So
plus, we're literally, like, I think the series with Luke, and I know we're talking a lot behind the scenes, like content strategy and stuff, my dudes, but sometimes people like conversation like this. I think it's going to be really big in particular, especially that like our core 4 has been doing collabs, but everyone's kind of been taking a break from like working outside of that. And it's coming off of Sword and Shield, where we both gained a lot of new people from Sword and Shield.
Is we gained a lot of people through videos. He gained people through streams, so it's probably different people. So that's what I was telling him, was like we both did completely different things, which is probably like really good. You know, reaching a new audience, so the fam grows.
I'm excited. It's gonna be fun, especially our dynamics. Yeah, that will be cool. I promise you, my attacks will shake your very soul this time. May the best trainer win. I'm ready. I'm just ready for combat.
Yo, I like her. She's just ready to get right into this. That's what I like to see.
The point. You love to see it. But yeah, I don't even know, like, do I go to a shoulder doctor? Do I go to a chiropractor? Like, what do I do exactly here, dude?
You should probably go to your doctor and they'll send you to a specialist.
That definitely is the plan. It's so annoying though, because like I've had this pain before, and I've been saying the same thing in like every video that I've done. In high school, I've had this pain and I just kind of ignored it and it went away. I don't know if maybe it's just like dislocated or something, and maybe it has to be like put back in place. Like, I don't know what's going on. But it hurts, man. And it only really hurts when I lean this way. Like, realistically, when are you ever doing this? You know what I mean? Like to itch your back or something. But it still shouldn't hurt.
You have to be careful, probably with like cables and stuff, like in the gym.
Yeah, it's any sort of like flexion from all the way to the left to like all the way behind me is really where it apparently it might be like a bicep tendon thing too. The owner of the gym that I go to, I've been friends with him for a very long time. I told him when I'm curling, I'm noticing a little, not a pop, but like a snap when I'm curling up. So apparently it's all connected. So hopefully it's not an issue with my bicep. That would be That would be terrible.
Yeah, dude. The only issue, the worst issue I've ever had in the gym was there was a point in time where I was doing 2 workouts a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night, and doing different muscle groups. But I was just too like, I don't know, like momentum. Like I was just wanting to work out all the time.
That's the best, man. When you catch that hot streak like that.
It was, but then like I didn't. My triceps started hurting from something. I was like, I don't want to be a baby. Let me just push through, which is not really a good thing to do in the gym.
Yeah, you got to rest for sure.
So I pushed through and still worked out with my dad. Dude, the next day I woke up, I couldn't even like push a door open. It literally was like turning like bluish too. I was out of the gym for like 2 or 3 months.
The worst is if you get, my cousin Sal got a bicep tear once and he had to get surgery. A tear is bad because the muscle literally rips off the tendon.
Yeah, I went to the specialist and they were like, yo, you're so lucky because it was right here. It's like, if this was a little bit higher, you would have to had shoulder surgery. And I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, I am praying to God. I mean, I've been working out since I was in like the 6th or 7th grade. So it's been years of just like shoulder abuse. And I've always prided myself on having good form and stuff like that. Like I'm never in the gym just like acting like an idiot, just like throwing weight around, especially not anymore, like in high school, if anything. But I always had good form. So I'm hoping that this is something that I can just kind of heal with like physical therapy and like little movements and some alignments and stuff. I really don't want to have to get surgery on my shoulders, man. That would suck.
You already had a surgery this year, bro.
I gotta tell you though, I'm not scared. Like if I had to get it done, I would. And that's a completely different mentality than I had before the appendix surgery, which I still can't, like, I know I'm so cliche to say this all the time, but I still can't believe that happened to me. Like, I don't get it.
All times that you came here and you had surgery, dude, and your parents just thought you just hadn't pooped well. Like, it's insane. But I've never had like a major surgery. If they tell me like
you'll have to get shoulder surgery and you'll have to like, you know, go through all the physical therapy and stuff, like I'll do it. Whatever, I'm ready. You know what I mean? I'd rather that than it get potentially worse.
First question: can I stream though? All right.
Yeah, no, that is a must. Are you kidding me? If a hospital ever tells me I can't stream in there, well, we're gonna find a new hospital. You're gonna come to Georgia
and get your surgery here, baby. Like, yo,
I was telling a friend. My friend asked me the other day. They're like, "Well, how often do you stream?" I'm like, "Every day." They're like, "You never take days off?" I'm like, "No, every day." They're like, "Wait, didn't you go to the hospital like a couple months ago?" I was like, "Yeah, I literally went live an hour and a half after the surgery." And I said that out loud, and I was like,
that was
I
one of your
problem.
that was one of your like best like iconic streams in my opinion.
Dude,
it was
I love
so
that stream
funny.
so much. I love going back and watching it because it was so wholesome and so emotional, and just everyone was there was like 3,000 people in that stream.
Yeah, everyone wanted to make sure you're okay, dude. It's what's so good about this family, man.
Well, dude, can you imagine like if one of my favorite YouTubers all of a sudden I get a notification I just got my appendix taken out? I would have been like, what?
Jenna
I would have clicked on it too, you know what I mean?
She went live, you would have definitely been right in there, been like, are you okay?
Oh, Jenna? Oh my God, I love Jenna so much. Dude, still on my bucket list, hopefully in 2020, I would love to hang out with her and Julian. Just like grab a drink, have a conversation about life.
Do they live in New York or LA?
No, they're in Cali.
Yeah,
they're in Cali.
Pretty much every big vlogger is in Cali because there's just so much more stuff to do there for vlogging. And it's always warm, so you're outside and you can do stuff all the time, go to the beach and stuff.
The thing is, though, like, I travel now, man. Like, not that I travel now, but, like, I'm okay with traveling by myself and stuff. Like, dude, if they were down to chill, I would go tomorrow, honestly, like, to just meet them.
Of course. I mean, it's like literally I'm wearing the 100 Thieves shirt, which is Nate Shot's group. Last night, I watched another podcast from him, and he was talking about, like, when they all lived in a house together, like, all these YouTubers, they were, like right out of high school and college, just in the house. And that's when I found them, like, 6 years ago. And they were telling all the stories and stuff. They were talking about one thing in their podcast, and it's actually really funny. And they shared it, so obviously I can share. It's public knowledge now. But, like, you ever hear when people get swatted? Like, when streamers got swatted?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So they got swatted. And they were so hesitant on telling this because it is like a shocker. Even like I was a viewer back then. They had a bong out in the kitchen when they got swatted, and it was illegal back then. It's legal now, but it was illegal back then. So like, dude, luckily that day Nate talked about, they were all laughing about it, how he cleaned up the kitchen because he was tired of it looking so messy, and it was the day they got swatted. So he hung everything out. But it was so cool to like live through like the old memories, dude. If I even had the chance to go hang out with them, I would hop on that plane tonight.
Oh, there are just certain people. There are just certain people that you are inspired by, that you're motivated by, that you just look up to, and the internet is just so crazy because like we're that to somebody, which doesn't make sense to me.
I'll
like,
never
the feelings
ever believe like someone. It's just so weird that anyone is a fan of me.
Like the feeling that I have like when I watch Jenna's content or like Julian's content, the fact that like I would love to meet them one day, and like that might be the same for somebody else with me. It's just like, that's crazy. Like, I'm just me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we love you guys so much.
It's so weird, man. I love what we do. Like, there's one viewer. Shout out to my boy Worm. Worm is coming from Norway to PAX.
That's
so
right.
He's
There's
like, yo,
so many people. Yo, I think we have like the biggest PAX crowd out of anybody. I'm dead serious.
There has to be because we're so
we
involved with our
many
community.
People coming. Yeah,
bro. There's so like the UIs and the legends and stuff, bro.
Oh my God, dude.
I can't.
There's like I'm pretty sure a whole group of the UIs are like getting an Airbnb together.
Yeah, same with legends. People, Warren was asking me. I was like, honestly, there needs to be a little thing in the legends Discord, like for y'all to like go and like pick who's living or who's staying with who and stuff.
Like a PAX section or something for the
PAX.
legends.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet everyone because like
it's gonna be so much fun.
Many people are coming that we both know, and I'm just I've lost track now who's coming. Like there's so many people coming.
It's gonna be absolutely insane. I was talking to you last night too about the I was telling Dylan it was like literally 6:30 in the morning, almost 7. We were still all awake, all four of us. Frank and Ryan were actually working. Me and Dylan was working too. Actually, I was the only one that wasn't working last night. They were like, "Yo, you want to record 2v2?" And I was like, "No." Like I was in full on sleepy, like sloth bear
Ryan
mode.
asked me to do a Wi-Fi battle. I was like, "What the frick?" He's
Did
like,
you do it?
No, I was like, because he wanted to record their Soul Link first, and it was gonna be like at 6 a.m. I'm like, all right, I'm down to it now at 4, but 6, I'm probably gonna be dead. So no.
Dude, I am literally just so excited. By the way, remind me to tell you an idea for the thing that the four of us are doing that like could be cool to like add on to the logo. Remind me later. Okay. I'm definitely gonna forget. Anyway, I was telling Dylan how I want to get a new pair of like over-the-ear headphones, not for work. Like these headphones, in my opinion, are the HD 280 Pros made by, I believe these are Sennheiser. If you guys are content creators and you want a pair of headphones that you can literally, I rock these during sleep blocks, 12 hours straight, 13 hours straight. They never hurt my ears.
Are they like $100
amazing. They might be a little bit more. They're like maybe 130, 150.
I think that's about how much
range.
these are too. These are also Sennheisers, but I can't remember the brand.
The ear hole is so big that they go over your ear. They're not on your ear. So I've been looking into getting a new pair of Beats.
I don't like on your ear. I hate on your ear over the ears.
So the ones I sent you last night, the new Beats are called the Solo Pro. I think they're called the Solo Pros. And they're really, really nice. But all the reviews I've been watching, at some point, the people say that they're very uncomfortable, which that's like my biggest negative thing with a new pair of headphones. So I saw that the Studio 3s, they came out like 2 years ago, but they're still like the best studio version of the Beats headphones. They're wireless and they have an over-the-ear. I'm going to go test those out at Best Buy today, and if I like them, I'll probably buy them just because I kind of like having an over-the-ear pair for like recreational use, not really for work, but just like when I want to listen to music and stuff. As opposed to just
I was watching
this
podcast last night. I took a picture of me with my Bose over the ears in bed. I was like, I love these things.
Because over-the-ear headphones just sound better than Buds. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but they just have more bass, more everything.
It's a very niche thing, but like when we go to the gym and like I work out with Frank and Ryan, I like being able to do this to talk to them.
Yeah,
and then go like that. That's just such a simple thing. But like when I wear AirPods, I'm like this, and then it pauses. I don't want it to pause really, and then I got to put it back in, and they can't. And Ryan just keeps talking, so I got to keep doing it over and over.
These though are again, if you guys do any type of podcast and content creation, whatever, these are like. And Dylan's are really. Dylan's are also Sennheisers, right? Yours are really comfortable as well.
I love
anything
mine.
over the ear. You don't want to have your ear like pressed against your head, especially during long sessions. Like if you're just rocking it for an hour, listening to some music on your commute to work or whatever, the on ear are dope. But over the ear is definitely good for like long extended use for sure.
This is actually kind of a cool part of the game. So like Piers just did a battle and he refused to Dynamax in the battle. He lost to Raihan, but he almost won.
He had that pride, man. He's a Saiyan elite.
I respect it, man. I respect it. So now we got to fight the Dragon Trainer, and then
let's go, baby.
It's getting to the intense part, which. Yet again, we don't really have anything for the Dragon Trader, but let's go.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you just got to dive in, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we got to do. But yeah, I'm excited. They have these like 10-year anniversary Beats that are the Studio 3s where like they're all black and the inside is red, which is really dope. I don't know whether to get the all blacked out ones like these or get like the black and red like 10-year anniversary ones, but they're both really dope, so I guess I'll just go see them in the store and see which ones I fancy.
I love when you're getting like new little even stuff for the gym. Like when I get just one little thing for the gym, even if it's like a new wristband.
It's motivating.
It's like I'm ready to get back in the gym, dude. When I get like a new protein like thing to make, I'm like, oh, let's go, baby. I'm gonna get on the grind, and I do so good for like 2 weeks, and then
there's just something about December too that makes you want to just like buy unnecessary. Not that it's unnecessary, but like just buy things. You know what I mean? It's like the holiday spirit, like end of the year, like you're just reminiscing on all the hard work you did, and you're like, you know what, it's Christmas time. Like, if I want to buy myself a pair of headphones, why not? I'll go for it. You know what I mean?
I still want to know if there's a way to freaking do I want to get an Apple Watch, but I have to wear wristbands because of how bad my wrists are. Like, it's impossible for me.
Yeah, yours are really thick, so I don't really see how you could. You should look into it. Maybe there's like a wrist. I know this sounds crazy. Maybe there's a wristband. This is just the first thing that pops in my head that has like a slot for the watch. So it still gives you the wrist support, but the watch can go in. There's got to be something like that.
Out there. There has to be.
If that doesn't exist, someone should make it and become a millionaire, because think about all the people that wear wrist wraps that also want to wear the Apple Watch.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty genius idea. You know what?
If not, Vinny's going to patent that, bro. He's going to like get on it.
Hey, Dad, you have anybody that can help me make an invention? Yeah, no problem. We'll call my buddy Tony. Tony the inventor guy.
Dude,
hey, Tony Soprano.
That's the one thing I could notice. I said it to Vinny so many times is, bro, the entire time of that freaking movie, Goodfellas, all I saw was your family. Like, that was your distant cousins.
A bunch of just Italians, man. Just, oh, hey. Dude, I love the scene where they're introducing everybody, and they're like, oh, this is Jimmy 2 times. Yeah, get the papers. And, like, each guy has, like, their thing. Like, I think one of the guys' names was Jimmy the Murderer. And he goes, yeah, I took care of that thing for you. Funny, man. You guys have to watch Goodfellas. It's such a good movie. And yo, okay, you can either pick. Would you rather watch the Godfather series, which is it's definitely less time. It's going to be 9 hours of your time, because they're all 3 hours each essentially, and there's 3 movies. Or would you rather go into The Sopranos, which is an hour of your time, but obviously there's 50 plus episodes. So it's going to be a lot more to watch, but it's more manageable. You don't have to you could watch an hour, go to bed. Next day, watch an hour. You got to get into one of them next, because both of them are fantastic. Is Godfather
really that good?
The Godfather 2, in my opinion, is probably like I have to rewatch it, but when I saw it, it was, I think, my favorite, like, just from a film perspective, like, Endgame is my favorite movie. It's, like, the most entertaining, most satisfying to me. But if you look at just a movie, like, it's the most perfect, like, beautiful art piece ever. The Godfather 2. It's amazing. It's so good.
How many Godfathers are there?
There's 3. There's Godfather Part 1, 2, and 3, and there's just so many twists, and there's this one scene, I'm not going to spoil anything, but one of the characters basically... It's his transition to becoming the mobster, the boss of everybody. And he's sitting there, and you know he's gonna kill the guy. Like, you know it's coming. And you just hear, like, the camera just slowly zooms in. You hear a train in the background, and as the train gets closer, you, like, feel it any second. And you're literally, like, you know it's gonna happen. But I remember watching it in college for the first time, and I was like this in my desk. Like, literally like, oh my God, what the... Like, what is... Everyone in the class was freaking out. It is such a good scene. You guys know what I'm talking about if you've seen The Godfather. It's amazing. It's oh,
so like
it
even in
man.
Goodfellas when they were talking about like getting made and stuff, I was like, what the frick does that mean at first? But then I caught on that he was like gonna be like a boss or whatever.
Yeah,
like
Goodfellas is more of like an entertainment take on it. I would say Godfather's a bit more. It's still entertaining, but it's a bit more serious. I would say
of like what it actually was, or
it's
Godfather based on true events, or no?
Just as a tone, it's a more like Goodfellas is very funny. Godfather is. There's funny moments, but for the most part, if I'm remembering correctly, it's more of a it's more dramatic than anything else.
Okay.
It's a drama, yeah. It's crazy,
Is
though.
Is it based on real events or no? Obviously, there were real, but like, real people like that, but like...
I don't want to answer because I'm not sure. I would probably say The Godfather, no. The Goodfellas was not all, but Henry Hill was a real guy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty... He might actually still be alive. Or maybe he
One of
passed
them
away
was still
recently.
alive, I think, what was the, Paulie? I think he died, and then Tommy died.
Yeah, Henry Hill died in 2012, actually. Wow,
really?
He died a couple years ago, yeah. But yeah, no, Goodfellas is just if you've never seen a mafia movie, a mob movie, Goodfellas is a great starting point for sure.
Yeah.
You gotta watch Casino. I've never seen Casino. I know Casino is amazing. And that has the same guys in it too. Same characters.
Dude, I tweeted out about the thing. You see Brooks' reply? He's like, I love when Joe Pesci said the F word.
Joe Pesci, man, dude. Joe Pesci is such a good actor, man. He plays Tommy in the movie. Oh my God.
He is a very believable lunatic. All right.
Hey, Ma, I'm gonna take this knife, all right? Yeah, you know, we hit a deal. We gotta cut off the, what do you call it, the paw? The hoof. That scene is actually crazy, too, if you break it down, because you can tell Henry is just, like, he's so overwhelmed by what they just did, and the two of them are just chilling, eating pasta. Like, nothing's wrong,
Yeah,
you know?
that's the one thing I could notice by the main character of the entire movie. It was like, yeah, he wanted to be a mobster, but some things he completely did not get what they did, especially with
He wasn't
Spida.
a complete, like, sociopath like the other guys, you know what I mean? Like, he was, you know, I mean, they're all crazy, but, you know.
But, like, he wasn't,
Watch
like...
it.
Like,
just watch it.
Tommy, dude, that dude was a lunatic.
Tommy was ruthless.
Good Lord.
But yeah, those any Robert De Niro movie, honestly, that he's in, they're like all good.
See,
You ever seen Meet the Parents?
I've ever seen him in is Meet the Fockers.
Yeah, wait, have you seen Meet the Parents though? Meet the Fockers is actually the sequel.
Meet the Parents. Sorry,
Okay,
that's the
yeah,
first
Meet
one.
the
I've seen
Parents,
all of them. I've
amazing.
seen Little Fockers too.
Dude, with the lie detector test, that was one of my favorite movies to watch ever when I was younger. Like, it was one of those like repeat viewing ones.
Yeah,
so
I
remember
love Meet the Parents.
There's always movies like oh man, you guys won't even get this anymore, like you younger viewers, because like when we were younger. Like, I remember my mom used to just be like, you need to watch this movie and hand me a DVD. Like, you guys, it's all digital now. So,
yeah.
If we recommend a movie to someone that's younger, they just, like, go to iTunes or, like,
I remember,
Netflix
dude,
or whatever.
especially
It's different.
One of the saddest things is a very small thing. One of the saddest things I don't like anymore is that there's no, like, video stores. Dude, going to, like, Movie Gallery and renting video games and movies as a kid was one of my favorite things. I remember
Did you guys
one
have
time...
Blockbuster by you?
Movie Gallery was a Blockbuster.
Okay, yeah, we had Blockbuster.
We had Movie Gallery, and I remember one time I got like enough. It was like $2 to rent a game for a week. I was really young. I was going to get a Super Nintendo game, and we went, and they were like, "Yo, we don't have these anymore." And that was when the N64 came out, and I was like, "Dad, I need this." So I got it that Christmas, and dude, like half of my games were rented. I would always rent them. And that's why so many games I haven't beaten.
Friday after school, nothing was going on. My mom would be like, you want to go to Blockbuster, get a couple movies? And we would just go. And then at the counter, there'd be just like so much candy, like baby bottle pops and ring pop stuff, dude. And you just get hocked up on sugar and watch the movies. It was, oh man, That, digital is cool, man, but there's something about tangible stuff.
Yeah.
And going out and getting
I still like hard
things.
copies now. Like, to this day. I'll always love hard copies.
It's no joke. Like, one day, we won't even really have to, like, leave the house. We don't even have, you realistically do not have to leave your house anymore. And we're living in 2019.
If we get super busy, Lex will literally, you can Amazon grocery shop. And they deliver everything.
Food, clothing, anything you need. You can. My dad's been doing that like crazy. He's an Amazon Prime member now. And he's like, oh, this is the best thing in the world. He's just ordering clothes, the house, all this crap for Christmas. I'm like, you're out of your mind.
There's like
a
big
package
meme.
here every day.
There's a big meme within the friend group here in Georgia, and I'm sure you saw it here too. Is there's always a package at our front door every day. Every day.
You guys, even when I got there was like 5 packages there. It was crazy.
It's because, well, I think right now it's because it's Christmas, and I let Lex do all the Christmas shopping for everyone in the family because I don't know what to buy anybody.
I just literally got to get gifts for my mom, dad, and brother. Just 3 things. So I got to do that soon. Dude, Christmas is in 2 weeks. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. That's weird. See, like, when I wanted to get Lex originally, I can't pull off anymore. And I can't say it on video because there's going to be one of the United Weasels that'll tweet it at her.
Yeah, United Weasels will definitely tweet to her instantly.
So I got to save it for the future. So now I got to think of something else to get her. So I'm just like, I wanted this one to work out so well. I was trying to plan it out, but it just didn't, and I was so sad. It was going to be such a cool thing.
It'd be like that sometimes, but yeah, no, there's the gift giving on Christmas and just the holidays in general is just the best thing in the world.
This is my first Christmas in like 4 or 5 years that I get to have my brother back, and that's one of the.
Yeah, dude, that's true. Yeah, it's your first one. It's awesome,
about
man.
that.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be. I love Christmas, dude. I'm always loving the holiday seasons.
So I remember last year around this time we were doing the. I don't remember which cage lock it was. I think it was. Gen 4. I think it was Gen 4. I could be wrong, but I remember we had the. Remember we did like 4 in one night and we were super tired, but it was right before Christmas Eve. And we were like, yo, let's just get it done.
Pearl. Yeah.
I think it was Gen 4.
And the Christmas before that, I remember the day before I was editing the verses of You and Dobbs for Gold and Silver.
Dude,
that's still a throwback, bro. Oh my God.
That is crazy how fast time has gone by, man.
Y'all dropped that on Christmas.
Thanksgiving was the first one, but we did definitely
the one
drop
I did. The one I did. Gold and Silver. Y'all dropped that on Christmas.
Frank started, and we dropped it on Thanksgiving. The holiday starts, baby. Love it. Dude, Thanksgiving was almost a month ago already. What the hell, man?
Time is freaking flying, bro. It's actually so incredible. But yo, we won the tournament. Shocker.
Yeah! Dude, we did that in 2 episodes. That's clean. And now in the next episode, we have the legendary stuff, right? And then we have one other thing to do, you said? So like, there's
legendary,
2 things left.
antagonist, Chairman Rose, and then champion.
Hey, well, actually, I think you come back. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. Hit that like button. What a wholesome 2 recordings, I got to tell you.
You ever wonder,
very lovely.
Sorry to go completely off topic. Like, see the Gorilla Boom there. If Hop was ever like, no, you got to do this for me, and he just was like, no. He could like just straight kill him.
Yeah, a lot of Pokemon could just. Every Pokemon really could kill you, right?
I mean,
even a Caterpie could shrink shot you and just choke you to death.
It's actually crazy to really think about. Like, why they all.
It's the bond of Pokemon and Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, but what if you're like a Mewtwo went rogue,
dude? Everyone would be dead.
Like, remember the Charmander that the kid was really mean to in the anime?
Oh yeah, that he left him on the rock. He
imagine when he was what happens? He was a Charizard. It was fire.
Dude, Charizard was a dick to Ash when he evolved. Yeah, remember, he was blowing fire in his face.
I hated how personality changed when they evolved. It's like a whole new like being. I didn't like that.
I think it just like amplified his aggression that he had, like because of all the events that he suffered when he was a little kid, like as a Charmander.
I guess.
You ever think a cool discussion topic is like discussing whether or not evolution like ages them? Like if you think about it, they level up, but like is a Charmander a lot more young in the mind than a Charmeleon? Like I look at it as like baby, teenager, and then adult type thing.
Yeah, that's the way it looks at least.
But theoretically, like they're, if you get your Pokemon to evolve in a year, they're still 2 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That is true. It's like, is the level the age, or is it actually the age?
Yeah, it's weird. That's interesting. Let us know in the comments. But thank you for watching. Follow us on Twitter. You guys are awesome. And we will see you guys tomorrow for the next
legendary stuff. You don't want to miss this episode. The episode's going to be freaking hype. I'm so excited. We'll see you guys then.
Love you guys. Peace.
Peace.